What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece deck profile, and this time it's a deck profile of my top 32 Belo Betty. I just played in the Play TCG online regional yesterday. I ended 8-2 with Belo Betty, and I placed 26th. The matchups were round one. I played against Shanks. Just kind of rushed him down as usual. And then round two, Shanks again. Just went second and opened pretty well. So 2 wins off the bat. And then into Bonnie, I lost round three. They went for Hody, and I was just 1K counter off from living and then killing them on the back burner. I was able to get through a kid and a carrot. But, Bonnie's a bad matchup anyway. And then Dofi, round four, won that one. Round five was Lucci, won that one. Just killed him before he could hit 9 Dawn, essentially, which is what I think that's like how you have to beat Lucci. You just have to kill them and hope they can't start setting up Rebecca's and stuff. And then round six against Blackbeard, I won that as well. Pretty sketchy game. He misplayed really, really, really hard at the very end, and it cost him the game. So kind of got lucky, but yeah. What happened was he essentially like Kuzan did a dot Q and then tried to kill Kuma with the dot Q, and I obviously couldn't, so he just lost because I was able to stick to Kuma and then rushing Izuma, swing a bunch, and he only had 1 life. And then round seven was against Usopp. Once again, killed them the turn after they went into Rebecca, Kiros, Cavendish, and just was able to kill them so that they couldn't kill me on the back burner, on the back end. Round eight was Dofi, another W. Yeah, just similar to the first one. I think in that one, actually, I might have hit, I think that was the game where he went Teach, Leader Ability, Play Weevil, and I took it, and I hit Lindbergh's, which was disgusting, and then I was able to Karasu, swing 5-8 into the Weevil, kill it, and then kill the Teach with the Lindbergh effect. Round 9 was Ploofy. That one was just a bad game. I think I probably should have chose second into Ploofy. Looking back at it, I didn't really. I should say I should probably say I started playing this deck like 4 or 5 days ago, in anticipation of EBO2 meta, and I just like randomly decided to take it to this regional. But yeah, if I had more matchup experience, I probably could have got that one. And then round 10 was against another Ploofy, and I won that one. And they made me go first in that one, so but we still got there. So yeah, like I said, I've only played the deck for like 4 or 5 days, but I was doing really well with it on the ranked ladder. Currently, I'm 19-4 on the ranked ladder since they switched over to EB, and a couple of those were like misclicks, that things I just accidentally did when I wasn't really paying attention. But regardless, went X2 in the regional, and I'm want to shout out two people, hashtag ENB and Barney Kong, 2 very good Belo Betty players, and I essentially stole this list from hashtag ENB's videos that he's been posting on Betty. I just thought that like Betty is very well positioned next set and the next set after, so it's probably a good deck to start learning now, and like it still has like alright matchups currently. It really just depends on your hand, and like it also kind of like Ploofy has a just pretty much guaranteed win curve if you go second and you open up double searcher into Ivan Karasu. So like you just pretty much always win this game. So it has an auto win button, which is nice. But the list is for Betty Searcher, like the best card in the deck pretty much, just because you're able to get some early aggression off the 5 swing with the leader ability. And then for Koala 2K, 3 Kuma 2K. The Kuma is a trigger out of life, and it's a 2K. Koala is minus 3,000, and it's a 2K. So yeah, just 7 2Ks, that's all we could fit in here. And then this one can play itself. In EBO2, we get the new Sabo 2K counter, which I'm not sure which one is better, Kuma or Sabo just yet, but I'll probably test both. And then 3 of the Kuma, just another starter card that you can summon on 2 going second. In addition to the Koala and the Searcher, and just like, clears something and then swings 5. So it's just very good early. In EBO2 it gets even better because you can pop the Vegapunk blocker, which is really nice, and it also pops Rebecca blockers, which is super gross. And you can also pop the Robin blocker in GP. And then for 3 drops, 4 Rush Inazuma. This card's absolutely broken. Probably mandatory 4 of. It's just disgusting how many times you can go for game. If even like you get in a really low resource game, and like they clear your board, they have 1 or 2 cards in hand, 1 life or whatever. You can like play a 4 drop, play Inazuma leader ability, and just like swing with Inazuma leader and maybe get there. So even in those like small scenario, like very low resource scenarios, Inazuma is crazy. Not to mention like the times that you can play it off the 5 drop and then give it plus at 3,000, and then like times you can play it off Ivankov 4 drop, or just like play it so that you can get value out of giving all 3 characters plus 3,000. 4 Karasu blocker, which is once again a broken card for the deck, just a blocker out of life, which I feel like the deck desperately needed to be viable. Yeah, and it's just a very straight up crazy card. It can swing for 7 with leader ability. And then this list is on 4 Morley. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Obviously Morley is a very good card, being unblockable into black. You can steal wins with this card sometimes if they can't remove it, if you just go too wide. But most of the time it's just a brick in hand, and I really don't like this card simply if not anything else but that Shiru in Blackbeard can just free pop it, which is so bad. And a lot of decks can just clear a 3 drop, but it is a trigger out of life, and it's summonable off of the 5 drop Ivankov, which I think is the main goal with this version of the deck, is just like have as many targets as the 5 drop Ivankov as possible. But going forward into like the next meta, I might cut it, might keep it, who knows. And then 4 Ivankov, of course, crazy card, bonkers card. 4 Karasu, of course, just the reason why the deck's good. And then 4 Lindbergh as just the next best 4 drop 5k. It's very good into Dofi, of course, like I said with Teach. Very good into kill the Vegapunk blocker, the Rebecca blocker, Robin. Pretty much anything that's, and you obviously can combo with other things. And then 2 of the new Inazuma. Not the best card ever, but once again, it's something that you can play off the Ivankov that has 5k power, and like a moderately relevant effect, and it can trigger out of life sometimes, but you probably cut this for something else moving forward. And then 4 of the 5 drop Ivankov, busted card. I think just going forward, you probably just never play any less than 4 of this card. It's very good. 2 of the Koala blocker. Once again, just a straight up value card, especially good if they're starving you. But a lot of times you can, pretty nasty play to take a life, play a Inazuma rush, draw a card, and then leader ability give the rush plus 3,000. It's pretty good. But mainly there, if people are starving you, Koala shines, but otherwise it's usually just a discard off the leader effect. And then 4 of the 7 drop Sabo. Card's pretty mid, to be honest. It's nothing crazy. It's draw 2 out of life, and then, which is very good. And then like whenever you play it, you can take a Revolutionary Army from your hand, put it into your life, and then take a life. Assuming you have more than 2 life. It's alright. It's like a 7 drop that you can establish that can become 10k later on. It's not the best card. You might want to play Dragon instead, or like anything like the Stage. I've been messing around with a new list that like plays the Stage and Raise Max. I also want to try Dragons, but yeah, that's the list. Top 32 with Belo Betty. If it was a normal regional, we would have day 2'd, but it was just an online only Swiss. But yeah, and that's the list. GG's to everyone else. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.